Bigotry. Holy crap.
Is it? I'm a
Oh,
little
gosh,
worried.
yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. Stories? Have I got stories?
So another thing to note is we can hear the kennel that we have in the background. Not in our headphones, but in the recording, we have gates and noise reduction. It's
Right.
kind of going to cut a lot of that stuff out.
Okie dokie.
Cool. The Amazing Tomaso.
The Amazing. The only one left. Nice to meet you, Bill.
Yeah, good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming on.
Sure.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm feeling great. Blessed.
Yeah?
I'm really happy.
So I know you as the Amazing Tomaso. When we first met, you came in. Did you have the bird the first time? No,
Did
the
I?
second time.
The second time.
Yeah, but you came in with our dear friend Brittany. Shout out Tiny. And
Tiny.
you immediately started amazing us with your talents and your skills.
I love to share my magic and see everybody smile.
Yeah.
It is so special to me. It's like a drug that when I see you, it makes me feel good.
It's so
I see
important in this day
smiles
and
and-
age. The world is a fucked up place.
Yeah, it is. I
So to
bring
bring
smiles.
joy to people is invaluable.
Right. And
You
I
know?
remind them,
Yeah,
we've been cooped up and we've been doing things, and hey, it's time to smile.
absolutely. So before we get ahead of ourselves, I usually like to start this with a simple, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Tomaso. I am a professional magician. I've been doing magic for over 40 years. I own a magic shop for 8 years. It's a magic shop, theater, museum. I give lessons. I do private parties, private events. And that's all I can really say about that part. As far as Tomaso, I love people. I really do. I'm a person that really cares about people, and I really enjoy them,
Right up in the mic, if
Yeah.
you don't mind.
Right,
buddy.
I'm sorry,
There,
right up-
that's perfect.
I don't want to sound too...
Once you get up in here, you can
Yeah.
feel.
I don't want to
like
do that. I
Barry
feel like,
White.
Yeah, I feel like I should change my voice. I
No,
feel-
no.
And then
be
I start
yourself.
sounding like Pesci up here, and I don't want to do that either.
Oh, do you do
Yes,
impressions
I do
too?
impersonations. Yes.
Impersonations.
Yes.
What's the difference between an impression and impersonation, or is it the tomato Tomaso?
It's Tomato Tomaso.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So I do impersonations of movie stars, or I did it when I was very young. I met Fred Travellina when they were doing the Copycats with Rich Little. Richard Little is also an impersonator,
Okay.
and they're really good. And I learned to, got a good ear. I have a very good ear. That when I hear voices, I can
You
I
can
kind of pick it up.
replicate it.
Yeah, like just like Peter Griffin there. Hey Lois.
Well, Pesci seems like a shoe-in.
Yeah, Pesci is not a problem
He
because,
could be
I'm right
akin
there.
to you.
Yeah, because he's the delusionist. No, that's what you said.
You think I'm funny? Funny
No,
like
I
a
didn't
clown?
say you were funny yet. When I shoot you in the foot, you're going to think I'm funny.
I sense a small accent. Where are you from?
I am from Westchester, New York.
Westchester? Is
New
that?
York. That is a county, like Palm Beach County.
Okay.
And they have little towns in it, just like Palm Beach has Boynton, Lantana. Westchester has Tarrytown, White Plains, has all these different.
These are suburbs outside of the
towns.
city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My wife's from upstate New York, Binghamton.
That's way up.
We call that Canada.
Yeah, that's way up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh man, she took me to meet family up there, and she's like, "So I just want you to know, like, I live in the country, And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
So we were on the highway. It says we're 5 minutes away, and
No.
I immediately realized, babe, you don't live in the country. You live in the woods. Okay, these are the woods,
Mhm, that's
and
what I do.
they don't have neighbors for miles. They own like whole mountains. Like their property. It's like we're going up the hill.
My house is on a hill.
Yeah.
It really is. It's on a hill. I mean, it was at one of a mansion back in the 1800s.
No shit.
Yeah, and it's on a hill. It's huge, this house.
And that's where you grew up.
I grew up there. Yep. Yonkers, New York. Maury
Oh.
Amsterdam is from Yonkers, New York.
I think my dad's from Yonkers
Get
too.
out of
Actually,
here.
Yeah, you got to meet my father. He's also a magician. How about? I think we've had this conversation.
No, I don't think so, we did.
Magic has been a part of my life since I was a very young man.
What's your father's name?
His name is Ken Rothmel. He actually owned a club in West Palm Beach here called Merlin's. It was a nightclub that him and my uncle started. That they named
know it well.
Merlin's.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's my dad.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And he was like, a registered or certified magician. He would do magic on stage. Like his bars would do rock concerts,
Yeah.
right? And but in between sets, he
Yeah.
would do magic.
That's what I do.
Like take a girl's bra off on stage.
Oh, he did that route.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He needed the attention.
Oh yeah, for sure. But since a young age, I would have tricks like the dots, the giant card
Don't
with
say
the
anything.
dots.
Yes, don't. That's
Right. Oh,
called
no.
What's Next.
Yeah, that's what
You
the
can't
trick's
purchase
called.
that at my store at 500 Lantana Road.
Okay, really?
Yes, that's
That's-
called What's Next.
Okay, that's an awesome trick.
Love it.
I
I made a lot of money on that trick. You know?
Really?
$20 a dot. I played with the audience, and guys really want to challenge me to $20 a dot.
Oh,
with the
like a
guys.
wager.
Yeah, like if I showed you the 2,
Yep.
all right, I turn it over. I show you the 4.
Yep.
All right, what was on the other side? And they'd say a 2. No, there's 3 now. So you owe me $20.
No shit.
The dots would be disappearing and appearing. Drove them nuts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they came over to me and they said, "Here's $20. I owe you."
That makes me think of 3-card Monty.
Love it. I'll tell you a story about that one.
Yeah.
I was in New York City working on Broadway, minding my own business. Not really. Saw the gentleman there on their cardboard box. There was one guy across the street doing his little bottle caps and little pieces of
Shells.
sponge. Little piece of sponge that you pinch in between your little fingers. And then you have the 3-card Monty. 3-card Monty is trying to find the red card. Only the red card, so you're showing the 2 black, doing the red, and you have to pick out where it is. Well, I knew where it was each time. A large gentleman came over to me and started poking me, and he says, "Hey, they're playing the same game down the block. Go there."
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Because they had you pegged. You had them pegged, and then
Yeah.
they had you pegged.
Yeah. You got 2 shills on the corner. You got 2 shills playing. You have the dealer.
No shit.
Yeah. And you have your watch out.
And this is, it's presented as a card game, but this is a magic trick, sleight of hand.
This is sleight of hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely sleight of hand.
and people make a living doing this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe get killed.
I just left.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
I
it's a
left.
smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Right?
You're the only one there, so you want to go.
Yeah, it's time for, okay, I get the hint, bud. I'm out of here. Magic has always intrigued me. My father always gave me different tricks, and I don't even know if tricks is the right word,
Yes.
but I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Different tricks, and taught me different sleight of hand card tricks, and I used them throughout my childhood in, like, if I
Great.
was doing a show and tell, I'd be doing
Oh,
different
isn't it
tricks,
great?
and I still pull them out to this day. Like, I can tear up a napkin and put it back together. That's like a go-to of mine.
Exactly. And
You know?
just the feeling that you're able to take someone's mind and control it just for that split second
Yeah.
to let them see what they want to see.
It makes you feel like you're the government for a second.
Almost. No,
Um,
it's just that's a good point. Yeah.
Right?
Point. Yeah, good point. Now you
Yeah.
talk about that's right.
So knowing that my father was a magician and I grew up with my mom, she would always sit me down in front of the big magic shows on TV. David Copperfield, David Blaine.
Yes.
What's the other guy?
The Master of Illusions.
But what's the one guy who's like a rock star?
Oh, Chris Angel.
Chris Angel.
He is a rock star. He is a.
Oh, was he a musician
He's a
first?
musician. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
And I was always enthralled.
Great stuff.
It's where I learned my love or gained my love for showmanship.
Yes.
And it initiated what eventually became a 15-year rap career. It instilled in me this want and this craving
Exactly.
to control a crowd for a short period of time with my talents.
Yeah.
The beginning of that, when a lot of people don't know this, was magic for me, watching the big shows. Now you're
Open doors for you. That's what it did.
absolutely, and it was
and that's important when you were saying about the way you're presenting it, the way you're, playing your music. You have to watch the people's faces.
right.
You're doing the same thing a magician does too.
Right.
You have to watch. You see how they are inspired by that. What made them say, "Oh, wow, it was good. It's good music," and then you know what kind of beat to do or what trick to do.
It's almost like a hypnotism in a sense.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
in front of a crowd and you want to gain their attention, you have to hypnotize them in a way, whether it's through your words or through your talents and
actions, yeah.
abilities, your
Mhm,
actions.
mhm.
Now, I noticed that you do a lot of up close magic.
Yeah. I do parlor where I have a group of people, which is nice, but it is close up, considered close up in one person or 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between 1 and 2 people right at the table,
Right.
and then a parlor, which is like a small.
10 to 12, 15 people.
Absolutely. And then you start getting into these other like big illusions.
Stage.
Stage.
And then you have an illusionist.
Okay.
So there's a close-up magician, parlor magician, stage illusionist, just, or an illusionist.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had your hands in any sort of stage magic?
Most certainly. I did the Metamorphosis with a friend of mine, David Berardi. Good guy. He still lives up in Orlando, and we did a high school, Eastchester High School, and that was a very good illusion where you bring the cloth up, you're on the trunk, lift it down, he's there, I'm now in the trunk
No shit.
with the shackles on in the sack.
Yeah.
Very Metamorphosis. That's Houdini's one of his popular magic illusions.
And did you get to a point where you realized that to be sustainable and a career magician that you needed to do brick and mortar and smaller shows for the
No.
sustainability?
I was doing it for the love. I am an actor, I'm a dancer, I'm a singer since I was like 8, 9 years old. So I've gone to other venues to learn my craft, and then have being the magician. I was like, gosh, I wish I can get a magic shop because I've had so much magic, and you would think, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with all of it? I would love to have a shop. And just years and years in thinking about it, I just manifested it and I just went for it.
Yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to come to your shop, but I've seen pictures and
Yeah.
videos. And the term museum that you say is, I think, very, it makes a lot of sense because it looks like you're traveling back in time.
And that's it, is a begotten time.
Yeah.
Definitely forgotten, and now that it's there, people see what was then. And then the kids, when they come in, they're looking around and they're like, they can't believe it. They're looking for Chris Angel and everybody, but they see the old magic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of old magic.
Let's talk about the beginnings for you. When did you know that magic was going to be your calling?
9 years old, my father called me in his room. He showed me a trick. He changed a nickel to a penny and a penny to a dime.
Yeah.
And he says, now here, take this. This is yours. Get out of here. Because that's how my father talks now. I'm only kidding. And once I realized that, I was like, wow, this is really cool. My brother, older brother, had a magic set. I took it from him.
He
Locked
wasn't
myself-
using it.
Nope.
Right.
He was not using it.
Yeah.
Locked myself in my room. And gosh, it just started. I got the bug. Hung out at a magic shop in the town of Tuckahoe in Westchester. Became a salesperson there, then became a manager there, and then a demonstrator. It was Westchester Costume and Magic. It's cool.
It's amazing, dude.
And then from there, started doing shows. My first show was for a doctor, a plastic surgeon. $75. Did
Yeah?
a show, yeah. Had my green nylon pants with my rainbow suspenders and the shirt, a star shirt that I have in the store that I put up.
No kidding.
My
From your
first magic
show.
show. Yeah, it's a silver star with silver sleeves.
That's a cool story, man.
Yeah, that's how I started, and I loved it. I just went, and my father would drive me around, because I wasn't driving then. I was young.
Yeah.
I was like 15. I think my first show was at 15.
Wow.
So I wasn't driving,
Wow.
zipping around.
Well, so many people get into, hobbies, fun things as in their youth, and then, reality hits or whatever,
Yep.
or they fall into the, get married, have babies thing, and then it's just something that, that they never pursue. And I love it when somebody's able to pursue their dreams
Yeah.
and have
The
it become a
shop-
career.
Yeah, the shop is something I love so much. I'm there all the time. I'm practicing. I'm going through things. I had to close the magic shop. I had 2 shops. I had the Magic Theater, and I had the Magic Shop. They were side by side. But because COVID had come, I had to get rid of the Magic Shop. So I included the Magic Shop in the Theater Museum. So now it's the Magic Shop Theater Museum.
So you had to consolidate.
Yeah, and it's tough because I have a lot of things in storage that I'm dying to get out and put out. I'm running out of room, but I'm very organized. People come in there, they see such array of magic, but they say it's so organized.
Right. You have
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah, I
You
am.
have to be. And I commend you
Magic
for
management. I call it. Yeah.
it's important, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I commend you for rather than tucking your tail between your legs and saying, "All right, I got to fold." You pivoted, right?
Yeah. No, I don't want to say angry, but I got like, this is not going to happen. I got very braver, I think. I
Yeah.
think the word is, I said, no way. There's no way. There's no way I'm putting this up. I'm not folding up. So I
And-
put it in storage. And I take it out once in a while, and I forged on. Now it's getting busier than ever now.
It is.
It's crazy. I'm getting lessons after lesson. That's why Penn and Teller, they're great for magic. You know, they keep everybody interested. Like kids come in, they want to do magic like that. The adults are coming in. It's almost like I've become people's therapist when they do come in, because it's almost like the doctor says, you know, you got to keep the brain moving. You got to do something. You know, do some magic. Any magic. And these guys are coming in and they're buying magic. God bless them. They're like 70, 80 years old. They want to do it. They love it, and they're pursuing their magic.
Yeah. Well, it makes you
amazing.
feel young. It keeps you feeling young.
And I do it. I just did a assist living just this past Sunday.
Really?
They love it. They love it. They still have their imagination. That's my kind of like my line. I say it is, imagination is key. That's why I wear key all over,
Yeah.
because it is key. Don't lose your imagination. That's what
You know,
keeps it going.
now that you're talking about imagination, I've had this conversation a few times with people when we're talking about, you know, Star Wars movies or the Marvel movies. I have so much trouble
CGI.
watching anything other than a fucking documentary or a true crime documentary, because
Dateline.
I feel like my imagination has died, and I don't know if it's because I've seen all of the fucked up shit that happens in the world, and it's almost like I can't allow myself to live in the moment and allow my imagination to you know
Right.
take hold.
Right.
You don't have that problem.
No.
Yeah,
No. You can't. You're taking life too seriously.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
true.
No, don't
I
that.
do.
No, don't do that.
I drive my wife crazy. I'm always coming to her with a new conspiracy theory.
Oh,
new.
no, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. You can't do. It's out of your hands. There's no control. You have no control of anything. You have control of you, but you don't have control of those things. Who cares? Did it affect your life? You woke up the next morning, you took a shower, the same thing you did the other day. It didn't do anything.
It's
No,
so
what's
true,
the sense?
man.
What's the sense of? Don't cloud my head. Like, don't put stuff in my head.
I'm constantly
No.
looking for things to put into my head,
Yeah, no
so I
good.
can like break it apart and figure it out. And it's driven me to tailspin, and my mental health took a
Yeah.
total dive because of it. Because I mean, there's fucked up shit that happens in the world, and you know, the media
Okay.
lies to us and whatnot. And once you start learning that, then you start looking for things everywhere, you know, and you think, and then you have trouble trusting people and whatnot. But what you're saying is so true. Like you can't change
Control.
it.
Can't change it.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do.
I heard this thing once called the 3-foot rule. If it's not happening 3 feet around you,
There you go.
you shouldn't pay it any mind.
That's right. That's exactly it. I don't care. If I close the doors of my magic shop, I'm done. Come to my magic shop. Hang out with me for a day there.
Yeah.
You'll
I need
forget
to.
everything. And everything will be so vivid for you. Almost like a mushroom trip.
Oh, when
You
you
know?
said vivid, the first thing I thought was mushrooms, and I was going to then ask you about
Yeah.
psychedelics.
Yeah, sure.
Are you into it?
Oh, mushrooms are fun.
Yeah. You've been. Do you partake like on
No,
a micro dose? No,
No.
you've done it before.
Just, years and just tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. That's the feel of it. That's the
Okay. This
vividness.
clarity.
This clarity.
Yeah.
So, but then it's funny when you walk out of my shop, it's like, ugh, I gotta deal with this thing again. It looks gray.
I was
Everything
just going to
looks
say gray.
It looks gray. Yeah. So that's what gives you some kind of a boundary of saying, okay, let's not just take life too seriously. Stay in your own world. Everybody else doesn't matter. They're not affecting your life at all. At all. What's affecting your life is what you have here and what you're doing. Live in that moment. That's the moment. Like right now. Don't
Yeah.
even think about anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't.
I
You
respect
kill yourself.
that, man.
Yeah, you kill yourself.
I respect that a
and,
lot.
And that, especially when you watch TikTok too much, or if you're watching all these things that are Facebook stories, and you see all these little happenings, like all of a sudden car crash, all of a sudden crazy baby, all of a sudden dog. Yeah, it creates an anxiety. You like to put that thing down and go, woof, woofa, get that thing out of here. It meant nothing to me. I wanted to be entertained for a minute. All of a sudden,
Hours have gone by. Your brain
Oh.
has gone through a whirlwind,
and you're like, oh God, what do I feel like doing today? I don't know what to do. What I don't feel like doing.
and then you just go back to scrolling.
No, not me, but
No.
I'm saying it can
Right,
happen.
right,
Yeah,
right,
people
right.
do that.
Yeah.
That's funny. People with the scrolling is terrible. It's terrible.
It's gotten a hold of all of us, man.
No, but I got to be honest with you. people communicating anymore, you got to start talking to each other. I go to these places. People are not talking to couples, and not people are not meeting people to create couples. It's really weird.
It's all
I'm
online
out
now.
there. Yeah, I'm out there and
Swiping left and right.
Yeah, but people are just focused on their phone. They don't talk to each other. They don't even want to talk to other new people. They don't want new people in their lives. They don't want anything like that. They just stand there and they go, okay, I don't want to talk to anybody. I
Yeah.
just want to be alone. How many times are you going to be alone in a day? You were alone when you woke up in the morning. You went to the bathroom. You had to scroll. Now you go out. You're going to come scrolling again. Nobody's talking to you.
Well, they say that now with the social media and the phones, like we don't know how to be bored anymore. Nobody knows how to have like boredom. As soon as you feel an ounce of boredom, you grab your phone and you scroll, right? Well, what has been
Right.
said is that creativity comes from boredom.
No.
Like because your mind is working. So if you're bored, then your mind can start wandering and thinking about things. So if you are never bored, if you're never alone with your thoughts to ponder and contemplate things, then we're losing a whole generation of people who could be creating cool shit.
Exactly. But I don't think they're bored. I just don't think they're thinking out of the box. They're not thinking. Not that they're bored. The bored is when your brain is not active. They're not thinking. They're not saying, gee, I wonder what I could do. Oh, you know what I could make today?
Right.
Oh, geez, I should put more sugar in this thing.
Right.
They're not thinking. Everybody's going, all right. I see it when I perform. I love my fans and friends, but these people are asleep or just not too long ago. I said, who are you on the phone over there? Who's out there that you have to do a world crisis that I'm doing a show here?
Right.
And then I turned around to the two women that were talking and went, and you two haven't stopped all night, but that's okay. At least you're talking to each other.
Right.
And I made a joke out of it.
Yeah.
With my magic, that's what I do. But I point things out to people. That's what I do.
It's
Even
true.
a person come up to me and they say, I cannot believe the way you picked out certain people. I want people to see them, themselves and what they're doing, I guess. And they're not thinking. Nobody's thinking anymore. Think. Watch what I'm doing. Think about why is this doing this and why is that happening?
It's got to, when you start wondering and pondering, it's got to like create new synapses in the
Yes.
brain.
Oh,
and when
those are-
we don't do that, it's like we're all fucking dumb.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal brains.
I say it to the kids. I say it to the parents. I go, parents, you got to get these kids off the phone. Their brains are like oatmeal. They are like oatmeal. It's like, hey, you want to see a trick? What? It's fun.
Right. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
But there's a balance too, right? Because you can use these tools as a way to market yourself.
Yep.
And it's kind of a necessary evil in at times.
Yep. I do it all the time.
Yeah. Have you been messing around with the TikTok at all? Or
Sure have. Magic
Yeah?
Man 911.
Okay. Magic Man
Let the kids
911.
watch it. I do rising card, matches sticks, match boxes opening and closing, birds, rabbits. You see,
Yeah.
yeah, it's Magic Man 911.
Well, I'm
TikTok.
glad to know that you are taking advantage
Yeah.
of the technologies because you want to get in front of as many people as
Right,
possible.
but I don't drown them in it.
Okay.
I do not overdo it. You
Yeah.
cannot overdo it. I don't like that. If they want to see it, great. If not, just let it go.
So the way the algorithm is set up on these TikToks and Reels, it knows what time you normally put your phone down. It also knows what videos you
Yeah.
watch the most and spend the most time watching. And interestingly enough, it happens to me often where I'm in bed and I happen to be scrolling and I'm getting to the point where it's like, all right, I got to put this down. And the next video is this young man who does up close magic in front of people at parties.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen this guy. I should look him up and figure out what his name is
Yeah.
so I can give him credit. But when I watch these videos, I watch them 10, 15 times because I'm trying to figure out what he's doing, right? I'm trying to see what's happening. So the algorithm knows that those are the videos I watch over and over. So that's
Right.
what it feeds me right when I want to get off. And funnily enough, I guess the point here is that it's magic for me. Magic is
Right.
what keeps me engaged and I want to see more and try to figure it out. So I guess I know that there could be a benefit for you to be on TikTok cuz
Oh, for sure.
maybe
Oh, yeah.
I can get trapped in one of your videos.
Oh, I would go check it out. It's fun as hell.
Let me see. I'm just going to quickly use voice search to find this young man. Young man does magic up close at parties. All right, let me see if I can find this guy. videos. Because he's very good, and I'm wondering if you've ever seen it. Look how good you look on camera.
Hey, how are you, everybody? Fun.
Okay, I can't find him now. If I find him later,
here
I'll
he
let
is.
you know.
I just
Oh,
wanted to see how it looked in camera.
how
Looked
does it
pretty-
look on camera?
I don't know. Let's see. I have something here. Let's see. Here it is.
So those of you who are listening and not watching, Tomaso is performing some magic right here on camera. If you want to see it, go over to YouTube, live from Hakuna, and check out this episode.
Pretty cool. Look how slow that moves, but that's okay.
That's good, dude.
Getting this light.
There you go. Yeah,
That's fun.
that's awesome. So how much time do you spend practicing?
Hours. Like you lose track. You're going from one to another. You're going from one trick to another trick. You want to see what's right for.
Sorry, you're gonna hate me right up in this mic.
Go ahead.
There you
Hold
go.
on.
Now I
Can't-
can hear you.
And there
If
we
you
go.
want to bring it like a little bit closer so you can sit back.
All right. How's that?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
It's good, but now you're nice and clear and crisp.
Yeah, now I can hear myself.
Thanks,
I
brother.
was thinking about that on the way over. I said, my voice is going to be so crispy. I'm going to hear my own voice.
It's
and
a
I'm gonna
little
be-
weird at first.
No, but I want to do more voices. Like, I feel like I want to do, hear how I sound. That's so cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
like I want to walk around with this thing. You know what I mean?
You
Just
know
hear my
what?
own-
You're a lot like me. I love the sound of my own voice.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have a little twang over there. You like to give it that little
I got a
cool-
little bit of like southern
Soul,
twang,
yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit of hip hop.
Right, I
and
hear
then
it.
I mix in some intellect. Actually, this is a great time to bring this up. So, off subject a bit, but
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
good with we're talking about it. So last night I had a gentleman on, shout out to the Malk Show. And when I got done, Ellie and my wife started busting my chops about something that Ellie calls code switching. And it's something that apparently I do subconsciously. Depending on the people, the audience that I'm speaking to,
Right.
I adjust my dialect
Oh, of course.
and articulation and all of all of
I
a sudden
understand.
I was a rapper for 15 years and I used
What terms?
right,
Like you were saying, yeah, what's up, dog?
right, but
Yeah,
it was
what's up,
less
big?
of that,
And
but
right.
it's that
I understand.
it's that there's a word for it that I can't think of right now. But it's subconscious for me, and I got a little bit, my feelings got a little bit hurt because I felt like
Funny.
vulnerable, and because I don't know that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then I started to think like how many other people adjust the way they communicate based on who they're talking to.
Yeah, me.
Yeah,
I do it.
I mean, I've heard it happen with like friends in high school and later. If one friend was hanging out with another friend who has
Mm-hmm.
a New York accent for months, all of a sudden this one friend starts having a New York accent. And we can hear it, but they don't realize they're doing it. And I feel like that's like a very early example of how we adapt to our surroundings.
Yep. And that's just how when I'm performing, I would see the audience that I have. If I know that I have to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would do my voice.
Right.
Otherwise, if I have guys out there, hey, do a trick for me. Let me see your card. Hey, come over here. Let me talk to you.
Right.
You adjust yourself.
Yeah.
But I really do speak. This is my speaking voice.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? I'm from Westchester, Yonkers, New York.
Right.
I can go Yonkers, but I don't.
Right.
It's not-
Actually,
that's not me.
a lot of people who are in television or radio, they spend a lot of time trying to get rid of their strong Southern accent or strong New York accent
Wow,
because
why?
I mean,
That's
and they're
you.
actually trained to do that.
Yeah.
And what I told my wife and Ellie was that, actually speaking clearly and concisely and articulating my words was something I had to learn because I was so used to speaking in, slang.
So do you feel like you're straining now as you speak to me?
No, because it's very natural for me now. But this was in my early 20s when I started working in customer service at a tanning salon. I had all these middle-aged women coming in, and it was a sales position, and I knew that I needed to be,
Right.
received well by them.
Right,
So
right.
I made an intentional effort to adjust the way I was
I was going to say
communicating.
conscious effort.
Yeah, and then that. So I had to learn that, and
Yeah.
then but sometimes I revert back to my
Is it when you're
slang
tired?
terms.
Is it when you're tired?
No,
or
it's
you
based
feel-
on the audience, the people that I'm talking to. I
It
don't know. I
really-
like slip into a different communication style based
What-
on who
something
I'm talking
triggers
to.
it. A person, one person maybe has to trigger it. One person, and you want to get to their level and you want them to make them understand that you understand.
Yes. But this is, to me, this is all subconscious.
Yeah, I know. I understand
don't
what you're saying.
realize I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's after, I think,
Yeah.
we realize. You're like, was I supposed to talk like that? Or was I
Right.
supposed
Well, it's
to
when
do
my
that?
friends point it out to me, and then I feel embarrassed. And I'm like, oh, God,
Well,
well, I
no.
sure hope the person I was talking to doesn't think that I was placating or being a phony version of myself.
Well, ask them next time, what did it sound like so I can help myself?
Yeah.
Tell me what it was that I did.
We did last
When did I
night.
say bro?
Right.
you
Right.
know? What's up, dog?
It's
When
just-
did I say that?
It's interesting to be able to be like, the people closest to you are often going to hold a mirror up.
Best, yeah.
You know,
the
and
best critic. My
it's
mom was my best
hardest
critic.
to see that mirror sometimes.
Yeah.
It hurts, but it's best to be able to be objective and say, all right, this person cares about me. They're seeing a behavior that
Yep.
might not be becoming
Yes.
and might come across as fraudulent. So it was a hard pill to swallow last night, but I thought it was interesting. And we're talking about dialect and stuff,
That's
so I
so
figured
funny.
it was fitting.
And you're talking about a mirror telling you the truth, and I do a trick and I say the same thing. It tells no lies. I have
Yeah.
a magic trick that I take the mirror, I take knitting needles and I poke them through the mirror.
Oh, sick.
Bend the mirror, destroy the lies that it keeps. Take it back out. It's a normal mirror.
Yeah,
it's
that's
It's
cool.
so funny. You said mirror
Yeah.
and reflection. I like that. It's funny.
Wait, so I see you have some cards.
Oh yeah, I was just playing around. I wanted to see how these looked, and here we can even do this. Just a real quick. Here, the 5 of diamonds. Just something fun. I want you to see. It's really. Look at this. Look. First.
So Tomaso has a deck of playing cards. He's got the 5 of diamonds showing. Ha! And he has just turned it into the 10 of clubs right in
That's
front of
so-
our eyes.
That's so good. So try another one, right?
And now it's the 4 of hearts.
I like that.
That's
a good
impressive. It shows well on camera. Again,
It
if you're-
does. It really
If
looks
you're
good.
just listening on Spotify or any of the podcast sites, go over to YouTube. You can watch Tomaso doing this right here in front of you on Live from Hakuna on YouTube. I love a deck of playing cards.
Oh, they
There
feel
is
so
some-
right here. Feel them. They feel
There's something
so
that just
smooth.
is smooth, and I love to shuffle.
Yeah.
I can do this one trick where
Show me.
I can shuffle these,
Go ahead. Yeah,
shuffle them up a bit,
Yes, I share all my magic.
make sure that they have all the cards in them. Now I'm going to riffle through the deck here, and you tell me when to stop whenever
Okay.
you want, all right?
Stop.
Right there?
Right there. Nice.
Oh, not
J-
nice.
okay.
All right, let me shake
your
it up.
time.
I'm a little nervous and my hands are sweaty. All right, so
It's
don't,
only me.
don't watch what I just
It's
did
only
there.
me that's been doing magic for many, 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 many. I'm just kidding.
I know, exactly. It's only a professional.
Please come for lessons. I give lessons.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
I would
Danielle
love
and I
to.
are going to come.
Oh, please. Yeah. Double whammy. That'd be great.
All right, so ready? One more time. Tell me when to stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right there.
Slowly.
Take
Beautiful.
that card.
Beautiful.
Look
Okay.
at it.
I'm looking. Look at everybody.
Cool. Show them. Don't show me.
All right. See that?
All
That's
right,
one of
put
my
it back anywhere in the deck.
Anywhere in the deck.
Cool. I'm actually going to shuffle these cards. A lot of people think this is a fake shuffle here, but I'm doing a real shuffle. And then I need you to kind of send me the card via your mind. Think about it and think about sending it to me. If you're just watching, guys, I'm searching through the deck and I'm looking for the card that
Okay.
Tomaso just picked to see if I can find it. And all right, so I can't find it, Tomaso. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if you can find it, all right?
Oh, geez. I hope I
I'm going to
remember the
tell you.
card
You
now.
remember the card?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to riffle through the deck, and you just tell me to stop whenever you think the card is there.
Stop right there. I
Right
think
there?
it's there. Yeah.
Take that card.
And let's see it.
Let's see. Is that it?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
your
the card.
All
That is
right.
Crazy.
That's pretty good,
That's
right?
darn good.
There you go. Here's your whole deck back.
Here, let me do one with you,
Cool.
really quick.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I just love the feeling of a deck of playing cards. When we
It's
do
so-
poker nights here, I just can't stop messing with the cards. They're like, dude, we're trying to play a game here. I'm like, I want to do 52 pickup.
Love it. Love the fan. Excuse me. A lot
You're
of
good,
work.
buddy.
All right. I would like you to choose a card. Let's do it this way, so you don't have to reach over. Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Right there. Slide the card out for me.
Okay, just grab it.
Yep. And slide it out. Show
Don't-
the audience.
Don't let you see it, right?
Don't let me see it.
All right, guys, this is the card here.
Okay.
All right, I've showed them.
Good. Now you're gonna place that card anywhere you want in the deck. Here we go.
Okay.
Good. Right there is good.
Boom.
Good. That's good. Let's shuffle it up a little bit. Make it more interesting. Now this is so cool.
This is a first. We've
Yeah.
never done magic on the podcast.
It's incredible. Wait.
For those of you who are listening, it's a little bit challenging, but like I said, go over to
Yeah.
YouTube and
yeah,
watch this.
look. Is this your card, the 6 of clubs?
Yes.
Can you believe that?
That's
You know what's
impressive.
interesting? What's interesting about this card is that you see that these cards are red, which they are all red. See? But you know what? They're all blank red. But if you look at your card that you chose, it's the only one that has my name
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh.
So that's your card. That's my calling card. I'm thinking out of the box.
Dude,
even with the
Tomaso
business
just
card.
turned the card that I picked out of the deck, the 6 of clubs,
Show the camera.
into his business card printed on the back, right in front of my eyes. Listen, I'm not sitting I'm sitting in an angle that that was amazing.
That's for you.
Okay.
I will even sign that for you.
Oh, please.
Oh, that's right.
We're actually going to start doing a thing where we're going to have you, I'll probably have you do it. We're going to have people sign the wall up here of
Ooh.
all of our guests.
Ooh, I would
So, and then Mike Hampton, if you're watching, I called you earlier. We're going to have you do a small piece of artwork that says Hakuna podcast guest. That's okay, dude.
I'm sorry.
So that everybody can know. But that was amazing, Tomaso.
Thank you. Yeah. I goes look for my
Oh, that's why
marker.
they call you the Amazing Tomaso.
I had my marker and I don't know what I did with it.
So Tomaso is looking for a marker right now. Will any marker do?
Yeah, sure. You have a Sharpie? Right?
Yeah, babe. Can you bring up a black Sharpie, love?
What happened?
Danielle? Do you mind bringing up a black Sharpie? Yeah, black Sharpie would be great. So Danielle is our magic assistant.
Oh, yes.
She's going to come from downstairs, and we're going to remove her bra.
Oh, dear. Let's not do that.
I'm just kidding.
I love performing in the kava bars.
All right, baby.
I do.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
How's that, dude?
That's perfect. But yeah, you could take this. But wait, what'd you give me?
Oh, wait. What the
you gave
hell?
me, you gave me the wrong one. This is
No,
clear.
that's not a marker.
That's not a mark. She did something different here. There you go. There's the marker.
Ah, the marker's back.
Yeah, it's a little magic here we've got here. Here, watch this one more time. I do balloon animals, everybody. Yeah.
This is a miniature balloon animal with the lid of the marker. It says Sharpie on it. You've somehow folded it into a balloon animal.
It's crazy.
Dude, that's impressive. Oh, here's
Let
the
me have
marker
you. There
back.
you go.
All right, here's your card. We're going to have Tomaso sign it.
Oh, I would love to sign everything. Here.
Excellent.
Cool.
Thank you so much. I'll sell this on eBay.
Hey, you know this one, right? Whoa.
That's good.
All right. Yeah, I'll teach you a trick, everybody. Just take and flick it.
So I do magic at like family gatherings.
Oh, I
and
love
my
that.
my wife's
I love that.
great aunt thinks I'm a shyster. When I do these magic tricks, it makes her very
I
uncomfortable.
know what you're doing. You're trying to trick me.
Yeah, what else are you lying about, fucker?
Yeah. Joey, do you see what your son's doing over here?
So I decided to not do magic anymore because it makes her think that I have other secrets, which I don't have any secrets.
I get a lot of different, different ethnic groups. They think differently about magic. Chinese people do not let me in their churches with any animals. They believe in reincarnation. Can't bring the rabbits or the birds. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A lot of people from Haiti do not like my magic. They feel it's voodoo.
Right.
It happens, and I try to explain this is okay. It's fun because they're a great audience. I mean, everybody's watched me, but there's certain cultures that do not agree with magic.
It seems like a dark art.
Religious, also Baptists, they don't believe in magic. We don't teach our children that. I had to go away. I worked in a restaurant.
Even though that there's a potential that their teachings have literally been sleight of hand and making people look at one thing while other things are happening for centuries. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, and then there's 4 pitchers of beer on the table.
Right, and their deity, raised from the dead.
Yeah.
No magic there.
Yeah, no magic there. Exactly.
Interesting, right?
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, people don't want to challenge their understanding of what reality is. But I think that's a fun part of it.
Really get it's reality, illusion or reality. I really take my magic seriously. I really love it.
Yeah.
I really have a passion for it.
What do you think about mentalism?
Love it. Love
so
it. I
impressive.
do it. Yeah, I love it. I do it. I do see. When if you pick a card, I'll remember a card. I'm good that way. So mentalism. I can see what card you're thinking of. Oh yeah.
The America's Got Talent. I know it's television,
Yeah.
and I know there's so many things that can be done with cameras and whatnot. But sometimes these guys with the mentalism specifically,
You think they
are able
edit?
to. No, I mean, who knows? We don't know that it's not edited. I'm saying with the mentalism, I don't think there's editing that's
Right.
happening, and that's where I really get amazed. You're able to see that this guy is able to read minds
Right.
on TV. It's not like smoke and mirrors, right? There's no smoke and mirrors in mentalism.
Right, but there's
and I
always
don't mean to use that as a
But there's
derogatory
always
term.
a prop involved with
Interesting.
mentalism.
Right.
Always a prop.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's never like I'm thinking or I know what you're thinking. No, it's he showed you something. He's not saying pick a card, choose any card. He's not saying that. He's making you see something first.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
There's
really
one
fun.
gentleman who sat down with a room of 100 people and had them write letters or write things, and he put them in envelopes. And this was like a TV show that came out, and I wish maybe it's called The Mentalist.
Oh yeah, he's the Australian gentleman.
Yes.
The blonde hair and the
Yes.
jacket. Oh, he's great. The Mentalist.
It's called The
Yeah, he's
Mentalist.
from Australia.
Dude, right in the mic, brother.
Right, Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mike.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's really good. He really is good.
What do you feel about clairvoyance and mediums? And this is another type of magic. And some people, spend a lot. Some people spend a lot of money talking to a medium who connects them with a dead relative. Who I feel like, my brother passed away. I feel like he's with me all the time, and I feel like that there may be some people on Earth who, like, maybe we all have this latent ability, and some people are more in tune with it than others. And that's what I would want to hope, that somebody's not taking advantage of my broken heart that my family member died and then charging me to communicate with them. I hope some of these people have to be on to something.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. Me, you're talking to a Hungarian gypsy who reads tarot cards.
Yeah, okay.
You're talking to someone who believes in the after. Houdini and the Amazing Randy were still trying to have people prove that it can happen. Amazing Randy he had a contract, $1 million, prove that you can get in touch with the dead. But I feel their spirit, something is around them. And you get to a certain age, I think it becomes synchronicity and not coincidence. I think we manifest so many years of our life, and we just manifest these things, and things start to happen. Things start to come together.
Right.
And it's been happening to me a lot lately. More so. I can tell you, I want to say coincidences, but it was supposed to happen.
Synchronicities.
Just insane. Constantly happening to me. Constantly. Constantly. And I mean that with such... I want you to believe me. I believe in it. And yes, don't ever stop believing that.
Yeah.
Don't listen to somebody that, you have, it doesn't not true. No.
The problem is some
something's
people are
going on.
tricksters, and that's maybe not the best term. Some people
Yeah,
are taking
that's the best-
advantage,
that's the best
right?
word.
And some people are, but there are probably a few people on this earth who have an ability
Yes.
to hone in to energies
Energy. That's
that
what
we
it
are
is.
not able to.
Definitely.
There's another thing that the CIA has done a lot of work with, and it's called remote viewing. Have you heard of remote
I've heard
viewing?
of it. I don't know exactly.
Okay. So the CIA has hired several people over the years
Yeah.
to come in and plot out, say, enemy territory.
Okay.
And time again, these people have been able to draw a layout of a base or a building or something, almost identical
Mhm.
to what they're looking at.
Okay.
And some people would say could never happen. This is like a parlor trick. Excuse me if I ever use a term that's like, not kind. That's not what I'm meaning when I say quote unquote parlor trick.
Yeah, I understand.
But how the fuck are they able to do this? You know what I mean? You can't just pull this shit out of thin air.
Well, you want to know that these people probably investigate certain things. I mean, they have to somehow have some connection. I mean, they don't just come out of nowhere and say, okay, draw this out. I'm sure they show them something, and they get maybe a little bit in closer in what they want.
Yeah.
Like, not just the whole thing. I mean, let's say, okay, we have this area here. Okay, well, I'll draw this out for you, and then it's happened in this area. More concentrated.
Right.
They'll always go more than what they have to do. Like, they'll come to them, they'll say, look, we're looking for this person, or we're looking at that, whatever it is, and they know. I can't explain it to you. They'll
You
come,
think they were led a little bit?
Yeah,
A little
just
bit
a-
of leading going on
just a little,
there?
just enough, and for them to understand probabilities and
Right. Like if there was a courtyard there, where would the building be situated around
yes,
the courtyard?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's magic. Well, like you say, it is magic, but in that way of thinking, you know, when you're discovering or you're making a magic trick, you have to think along those terms too.
Right.
You know, you wanna, how can I explain it? You kind of know it before it happens. You know, you're making the trick. You know what's going to happen if you do this. So it's that preambling. You know a lot of that going on. So when they give you that map or whatever, like you said, they know exactly what detail has to be. They know the details.
I think
what I
that
mean.
the intelligence agencies in our country and the people, these quote unquote shadow governments and whatnot,
Yeah.
the CIA specifically, they, I think, know what we're capable of more than most, especially when it comes to the powers of the mind. There was this document that was released from the Freedom of Information Act that the CIA hired people to learn about manifestation. And they were able to literally like write down a 28-page description of how manifestation is a real thing. You can use the power of your mind to conjure things into existence in one way or another. I had a friend of mine, Maddie, on here, and she has it actually, one of the graphs. You might know Maddie, but she has the graph from the document tattooed on her arm. And I found this document, and if you read it, it is compelling.
You don't believe. So when you were making this place and you were thinking about doing your kava here, you weren't manifesting that?
Oh, I 1,000% believe that we were. I joke with Danielle. I say we are conjurers, and we're
Yeah.
going to conjure up our existence and our thoughts and our ideas, and we're going to turn them into realities. Because the reality of it is everything that we see here, this glass, this counter, this iPad, this started in somebody's mind. It could not have existed without being a thought first.
Exactly.
So that is actual evidence that the power of the mind is a necessary component in creating something.
And that's, there it is. Imagination, creation.
Yeah. It's so
It starts with the imagination. Let's imagine if we can get something to hold up a pad. But yeah, we need to put something here to put things.
right, and then they conjured that shit up.
Created it and conjured it.
Yeah. And that to me is
That's what
fucking
it is.
magical in itself.
Yes, of course.
You know?
Of course, 100%. But again, you know, I'm a magician, not a politician. I don't know what the government, what games they like to play. You know?
All of them.
Although I have performed for Mr. Trump. So.
Really?
Oh yeah, 6 times. They do the Family and Friends Day. At
What?
the golf course. Yes, sir. Got it on my Instagram. You'll see it.
No
Amazing Tomaso
shit.
pictures. He comes up to me. He sees me doing my linking rings, and he says to me, "You're good. You're good." Just
Have you
like
had
that.
an opportunity to do magic for notable people?
Yes.
A lot of, yeah.
Yes. Trump, number 1. Billy Joel at the Equestrian.
Cool.
It was funny what he was doing. I saw him, and you have to be quite cool. You can't go, "Hey, Billy."
Right.
You
gotta
don't
keep
do
it,
that.
Yeah, keep it
So
calm.
I saw his daughter. I said, "Hey, all right." She says, "Come here, Bella. He wants to show you magic." So he takes a seat. He's sitting down. He's watching me, and I'm doing the magic, and the wife is, you know, filming the child and I. And I keep going back into my box, and I kept getting different tricks. And every time I did that, he kept going. Dun, 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 dun.
No.
So he did it one time. I didn't say anything. But the second, here's a Long Island, New York, and here I'm in New York. I'm ready to explode on him, you know? And the second time he did, he goes, dun, 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 dun. I go, so you're trying to be a big shot. And that's one of his songs.
Ah, well played, sir.
Yeah,
So he,
so
but that, he was mocking you.
Yeah, yeah. So what I did to him was I gave him a card, I gave him a box of playing cards. I go, "Would you mind holding this for me?" Takes my business card out.
Yeah.
And then we contact each other on Instagram now. Now
Yeah.
it's, you know, I let him know if I'm available, or if, you know, I say, "I'm still doing magic. Give me a call."
Yeah, that's cool. You know, magic can open doors for you.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Ben Vereen came to my theater.
Who I don't know Ben Vereen.
Ben Vereen is a dancer, singer, and actor. He was Kunta Kinte's father.
Okay.
He was Will Smith's father in Prince of Bel-Air, and he played in Pippin
okay.
on the play.
Okay, wait, no, not the father in Prince of Bel-Air. He was the butler.
No. He came
The
in as the father. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. His real father.
his real dad.
Yeah,
not
Ben Vereen
uncle.
played him, yeah.
Right. Okay. No
So,
kidding.
Yeah. So that was very
Was
exciting.
that at your shop?
Yep. I had seen him many years ago on Broadway doing Pippin.
Yeah.
So he was like, that's what got me started into dance and acting, and he's fabulous. He's
It's wild how some things come full circle in your life.
unbelievable. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm getting.
Synchronicities.
That's what I'm telling you. I could keep telling you more stories like this every time. There's always something. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. And it's signs. It's just it is. I have never been so lucky. I've had Jeff McBride is a very popular magician. Do you know his name, Jeff McBride?
It sounds familiar,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if
Been
I know.
at my shop. Who'd have think that he'd be in Fort Lauderdale? I went to pick him up. We had lunch together. He came and I had seen him at Tannen's in New York when I was younger.
No shit.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever invented any tricks?
Oh yeah, it becomes the same principle, you know, transposition, transitioning, coins here, a better move for a coin here. I'm a prop magician. I love to have things. I love to have like little boxes or
Yeah.
little trinkets and little purses for the coins. I like to take things out as like this here. You know what this is? You can tell everybody what that is.
That is a pocket watch.
Right. So
Tomaso
I'm
has a
also a
pocket
diamond
watch
setter
here.
and I'm a jeweler, and I took the stuff out of the watch and I emptied it out.
So now he has coins in his hand.
Coin holder.
Looks like, how many coins do you have
4
there?
silver dollars.
Four
dollar
silver
each.
dollars.
And
I
it goes in
love
here nicely.
that.
Feel the velvet in there.
Love
Ah.
that.
And that's where I keep it. So yes, I do invent. Time is money. Money is time.
Yeah, I love that.
So you have constantly thinking. Every time I just did a trick, I was at another kava bar, and I was playing around with a matchbox, and it was a piece of crystal, and I put the crystal in. I took the match, poked it right through the box, and there you go. It went right through the crystal.
Yeah.
Opened it up. There was the crystal.
That's
was
a
pretty
good one.
cool.
My
Yeah,
wife
it's-
would like that.
Yeah, just all these different.
No
things.
crystals were harmed in the making of that trick.
Not at all. But I love making stuff. And I have another magician that does it with me also. He loves to make boxes. His grandfather, Morty Rudnick, invented the Zigzag Card with this gentleman, Mike Shelley. You put a card in this thing, you slide it out in the middle, and it's separated.
Ah,
Put it back, bring it back out. It's a regular card.
right.
You know, these are things that, you know, these just keep going. I mean, things just keep going. And there's no copyright in magic. No copyright.
Interesting. You
Yeah.
can't trademark or copyright
Nope.
your tricks?
No.
Huh.
No, I mean, unless you're really going to spend some money and you want to do it,
Right.
but that's another whole ball game.
Right.
It's like somebody else can make it. Interesting,
So
huh?
while we're talking about crystals and magic,
Yes.
our shop here is filled with
I
crystals.
see that.
And my wife is very passionate about the healing power
Yes.
of these precious stones. And initially, I didn't understand it all the way.
I
right?
know. She should get larger ones.
We're working. Oh, thanks.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry to tell you.
No.
The energy doesn't come off out of a little one by
Well, that's why we have 1,000 of them.
That's why
But one thing that I've
Just making a
noticed
joke.
is that almost every person who comes into our kava bar here,
Yeah.
the first thing they say is the energy in here is amazing, you know. And obviously, we hope we pump this place full of
I think it's you two.
Yeah.
I think when they see you two,
Thank you.
you have the energy.
Yeah.
I really mean that. You guys have, when I saw Daniel, I walked in, it's like, hi. Bam.
Right.
That's where the energy is.
Yeah.
Tell you right now, the minute I walked through that door,
Well, thank you very
Yeah.
much. That
No,
means a lot to
that
us.
was definitely the energy. And I felt comfortable, relaxed. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, we always like to
guys are
inject positivity, enthusiasm, and excitement into what we're doing. But I can't help but feel that there is something in these stones that have been in the earth for thousands of years, that there's potentially some sort of ionic electron something that can be emitted from these stones.
All right.
And it sounds like, you know, any type of magic, people would say, that sounds crazy. But
no, I believe that.
I think
understand.
there's another thing with when you put intention into a tangible thing,
Mm-hmm.
it also helps create that magic.
Definitely.
You know? So when I
Got them
know
all
that-
in my pocket now.
right,
Everything's in there.
these
yeah.
are all
Yes.
artifacts or
Love
things that you're holding that you put intention into.
tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes, yeah, we got tchotchkes coming out the wazoo.
Come to my shop. It's
Yeah.
Tchotchke City.
Yeah. And you know, there's
Yeah.
there's this story about this guy with a gratitude rock, and he has this rock that he keeps in his pocket, and every time he touches it, he thinks of something he's grateful for, and usually that's when he's putting it into his pocket in the morning and taking out of his pocket at night. And he ends up saying all the things he's grateful for. And in this story, he had all these things going terribly wrong in his life, and somebody suggested using the gratitude rock. And then this stone that he picked from a river, he credits that, everything started going right in my life. How much of that was the stone and how much of that was the intention and the gratitude that you're injecting
Yes.
into the world.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, the gratitude.
Yeah. So powerful.
It is. I have it. It's great.
Yeah.
Gratitude. Be thankful for what you have, what we do. It's people are taking advantage of a lot, and they don't realize how lucky we really all are.
Yeah, especially in this country. A lot of us say, like, the government's fucked up and they're trying to take our rights and our
Yeah.
freedoms. But,
Yeah.
Thank God we're not in Ukraine.
Ugh.
Thank God we're not in a third world country. Like, we have so much to be grateful
Yes,
for. And it's
100%.
important in this day and age to remind ourselves that, whether it's the refrigerator to keep your food in or clothes to keep you warm and
Yep.
not naked. There's so much that you have all your limbs.
You just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
You just do. You just keep your mouth shut. It's unbelievable how lucky we are.
Right.
You just can't complain once. You can't say, oh, man, this is not good. All right, then, goodbye.
you're right.
Goodbye. You don't like it? Goodbye. That's what everybody's trying to say. I'm leaving another good. Goodbye.
So true, man.
You don't want to like it here?
What's on the horizon for the Amazing Tomaso?
Lots of shows.
Yeah.
Lots of shows. I have communions coming up now. I'll be doing after the Wellington Equestrian Festival that I've been doing for 3 months now. They've extended it into April 9th. But after that, I'll be doing shows Saturday evenings at the Magic Shop. I will have my friend Eric there from America's Got Talent.
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's this Saturday
No. It'll be in April.
in April.
In April. I'll
Cool.
be doing my shows. I'm starting up. Other magicians will be performing.
And you're right in downtown Lake Worth.
I'm on Lantana Road.
Lantana
I
Road.
want to go to downtown Lake.
Okay, I didn't know.
That's
I
where
thought you were in.
Pause
Right. Okay, but you're not. I thought you were by there. My
I
apologies.
wish I
Okay.
was.
Man, hey, you wish,
I'm
manifest
manifesting that
shit.
one. I am. I'm
Yeah.
gonna. I want to be there. I was up there the other day, and let me tell you, people walking around. I'm saying, oh my god.
Oh, it's bustling.
The
It's
kids.
bustling.
Although magic shops back in the day, there were like maybe in the 40s and 50s they were on the main road, but like after that, there's a shop Tannen's in New York, one of the largest. It's upstairs in an elevator. Only a magician knows where to go.
Right.
And that's that's what magic shops are. That's like a Rotary Club or the men's club. It's like
Yeah.
a magic shop. Only if you're a magician, go.
Right.
You go. It's a go-to place.
It's like a speakeasy.
Yeah. So, but to be on the avenue now that I'm taking a different turn, getting a little older, I want to.
It allows you to reach more people
Yeah.
and change people's lives with
Yeah.
the joy that you bring them through your illusions,
Yeah. So if anybody wants to invest, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, who knows?
I'm the only magic shop in Florida. It's down here. The next one is in Daytona, Orlando, Kissimmee, and then what's the other one? And not Jupiter. Further up. Forgot the other one. Dove Emporium, it's called. But I'm the only one down here.
Okay.
That's it.
So
There's
if
nothing
you
in Miami.
want to learn magic, see magic,
Oh,
be
gosh, yeah.
surrounded by magic, you have to go see Tomaso.
Google me.
What's
5-star, baby.
what's the name of the
Tomaso's
shop?
Magic Shop.
Tomaso's Magic Shop.
Theater and museum, if you'd like to put that. But it'll come up Tomaso.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's great.
Tomaso, I can't thank you enough for sitting down with
Oh,
me.
we're leaving? Oh, damn.
and
There's
share-
another
what-
hour.
Do you have what would you like to tell the world?
Oh.
If you had a second to tell the world something, what would you like to tell them?
Thanks for letting me be me. Thanks for allowing me to do my magic for you and entertain all of you. I love it. I love it so much. I really just enjoy it.
That's that gratitude we're talking
Yeah,
about.
I know.
And it's important to let people be themselves.
Yes. Yeah.
In this day and age where everybody wants us to be like, cookie cutter and whatnot, like
Yeah.
don't stifle people's creativity.
And please don't lose your sense of humor. This is what I say after my shows. I thank everybody for their sense of humors. I use a lot of it. I do a lot of improvisation with my magic once I bring people up. So I thank them for understanding and just having fun with everybody. Just relax.
Yeah.
And that's what I want people to do. Relax.
Yeah. Take a deep breath, relax,
Yeah.
live in the moment,
Exactly.
and learn some magic.
Magic. Like I said, people are coming in. They're learning. It's just amazing how many more people are coming in to do magic.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
need it. We need it. We need it. And I think people were so cooped up and so afraid.
Yeah.
And it's like when they can stumble upon a place where they can put all their worries to the side.
And they do. When they walk in, they go, whoa.
Yeah.
And magic has done that over the years. It's gone up and down. A lot of vicissitudes. It goes up and down. You know, now it's at a high peak right now. For some reason, magic is up there.
Yeah.
Guys that were doing shows in Vegas, they opened up their own theaters. They're a magic shop. There are these guys. I hope I'm a trendsetter. I mean, I know some guys already had things like the Magic Cabaret in Chicago, but Greg Gleason, he has now a theater. Rick Wilcox has a theater. All these guys are making their own theater.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. It's so important, and you know we
great.
as a world and a community should be grateful
Yeah.
for these career magicians who continue to push through and keep bringing joy to us.
It's yeah.
Because I'd imagine it's a challenge at times.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, bro.
Absolutely, dude.
I wanna do this
If
again.
people want to find you on social media, I know you're not scrolling a lot, but what's the best way for them to find you?
Instagram, Tomaso's Magic Shop, Amazing Tomaso on Facebook, Tomaso Morello on Facebook,
and the TikTok.
and the TikTok Magic Man 911.
Awesome.
That means you need me. It's an emergency. 911.
Cool. You guys heard it here.
All right.
The Amazing Tomaso is just that, an amazing gentleman and a very, very skilled magician. I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate you too. Thanks
Absolutely.
a lot, buddy.
You
All
guys, thanks for being a fly on the wall during this conversation. If you like what you heard, please comment below. Tell us what you liked about it. Like, subscribe, do all of the things, click all of the buttons. But most importantly, we'll see you next time, live from Hakuna. Thanks, y'all.
Peace out.
Later.
Later.